Caitlin Clark, one of the most dynamic players in the country.
Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational.
Stephen A. Smith just dropped a bomb on the WNBA rookie debate. His pick, Caitlin Clark. But here's the kicker, it's not just about the stats. Clark's doing something that's got the whole league shook. What could one rookie possibly do to turn the WNBA upside down?
You could say race, but the reality is that it wasn't really any kind of warfare per se. And Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, says the right things, tries to avoid controversies, etc., etc.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Remember when rookies were supposed to take time to adjust? Clark's shattering that myth with a stat that's making veterans look like amateurs. What single number has the entire WNBA doing a double take? Let's talk about Caitlin Clark's stat storm. This rookie isn't just making waves, she's causing a statistical tsunami that's drowning the competition. Clark is leading the WNBA in not one, not two, but 6 major categories: points, assists, steals, field goals, three-pointers, and free throw percentage. She's topping them all. It's like she's playing a different game altogether. But wait, there's one stat that's truly mind-blowing. Clark just became the first WNBA rookie ever to record a triple-double. That's right, 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists in a single game. It's the kind of performance that makes you wonder if she's really a rookie or a seasoned pro in disguise. You might be thinking, sure, but how does she stack up against other rookies? Well, let's compare her to Angel Reese, another standout first-year player. Reese is averaging a solid 13.3 points and 13.1 rebounds per game. Not bad, right? But when it comes to shooting, Clark is in a league of her own. Clark's shooting percentage is a whopping 42.4% compared to Reese's 38.5%. And remember, a big chunk of Clark's shots are coming from downtown. She's not just scoring, she's doing it with style and efficiency that's rare for any player, let alone a rookie.
Our focus is on winning basketball games. It's simple as that.
As time goes and each game goes, we're just getting better and better.
Speaking of downtown, Clark just set another record. She's the fastest player in WNBA history to hit 103 three-pointers, doing it in just 34 games. That's the kind of sharpshooting that keeps defenders up at night and has coaches rewriting their playbooks. But Clark isn't just about individual glory. Her recent performances have been elevating her entire team. In one standout week, she averaged 24.3 points, 9.0 assists, and 5.0 rebounds.
And then Angel Reese met her in the NCAA tournament and smoked her with LSU, took out Iowa. That's what I think it's about. You can say race, I think it's styles.
And guess what? She dropped a career-high 31 points against Reese's team. Talk about making a statement. Clark's not just redefining rookie expectations, she's rewriting entire team histories. How did one player turn a 118 start into a playoff berth? The answer might change how you view the impact of a single draft pick. When the Indiana Fever started their season 1 or 18, most fans had written them off. But then something incredible happened. Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court and suddenly the Fever caught fire. This isn't just a comeback story, it's a complete transformation. Since the Olympic break, the Fever have been on a tear, racking up an impressive 6-1 record. That's not just good, that's playoff caliber performance. And who's leading this charge? You guessed it, Caitlin Clark. But what's really turning heads is how Clark's leadership is reshaping the entire team.
You don't wake up and think about individual awards. I know that's what all of you think we do.
She's not just putting up numbers, she's elevating everyone around her. It's like watching a master conductor lead an orchestra, only the symphony is happening on the hardwood. LeBron James, one of the greatest to ever play the game, couldn't help but take notice. He said, Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. When King James speaks, you know it's big. And it's not just LeBron who's impressed. Cynthia Cooper, a Hall of Famer and 4-time WNBA champion, had this to say: Clark is an absolute truth from all around basketball. You can see her creating for others. You can see her shooting her shot. You can see her get to the hole and make everybody else better. That's high praise from two basketball legends. But Clark isn't letting it go to her head. She's laser focused on winning, and it shows. In a recent game against the Chicago Sky, Clark dropped a career-high 31 points. That's not just Rookie of the Year material, that's MVP territory. What's truly remarkable is how Clark's individual brilliance is translating into team success.
You know that the Indiana Fever done put out a bunch of notes about attendance records being broken and all of this other. Can't go unnoticed is the fact that these two young ladies are box office draws.
The Fever aren't just winning more games, they're playing with a confidence and swagger that was unimaginable at the start of the season. It's like Clark's mere presence on the court has unlocked the potential of every player around her. This turnaround isn't just impressive, it's historic. The Fever have secured their first playoff berth in 8 years. 8 years. That's longer than some WNBA careers, and they've done it with a rookie leading the charge. Clark's impact goes beyond the stat sheet. She's changing the very culture of the Indiana Fever. Where there was once doubt and frustration, there's now belief and determination. It's like she's injected a winning mentality into the DNA of the franchise.
Caitlin Clark was named the winner of the Nancy Lieberman Point Guard of the Year 2 years in a row, if I remember.
Clark's dominance has sparked a fierce debate in the WNBA world. Why are some analysts facing major backlash for their opinions on her performance? The answer might change how you view sports commentary forever. You'd think everyone would be on the same page about Clark's incredible rookie season, but that's far from the case. Some analysts are catching heat for their takes, and it's turning into a full-blown controversy. Now, let's break it down. On one side, we've got Clark's supporters who are blown away by her record-breaking performances. On the other, there are those who think Angel Reese deserves more credit. Reese has been putting up some serious numbers herself, with 24 consecutive double-doubles. That's no small feat. But here's where it gets wild. Shannon Sharpe isn't mincing words when it comes to analysts who doubt Clark. He straight up called them out, saying, "If you think I'm talking up to you, I am. Make no mistake about it, I'm talking to you. You know who you are." Ouch. That's the kind of statement that makes you sit up and take notice. Nick Wright is taking it even further. He's saying there's no real debate between Clark and Reese for Rookie of the Year. Wright believes Clark's rookie season is one of the greatest rookie seasons in the history of the league, if not the greatest. That's a bold claim, but the numbers back it up. Not everyone's on board with this view, though. Carolyn Peck, for instance, has been arguing that Reese's contributions are essential and deserve recognition, but Clark's supporters aren't having it. They're pushing back hard, and it's causing some serious friction in the basketball community. Stephen A. Smith, never one to shy away from controversy, is adding fuel to the fire. He's comparing the Clark-Reese debate to saying Andre Drummond is better than Stephen Curry. If you know anything about basketball, you know that's a pretty wild comparison. It just shows how absurd some people think it is to undervalue Clark's achievements. The debate is getting so heated that it's not just about who's the better rookie anymore. It's turning into a discussion about how we evaluate talent in women's basketball. Are we looking at the right stats? Are we putting too much emphasis on certain aspects of the game and not enough on others? What's really interesting is how this debate is shining a light on the way we talk about women's sports. Some are arguing that the intensity of the discussion is actually a good thing for the WNBA.
Not doing it is like, to be honest, I'm pretty mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted.
It's getting people talking, arguing, and most importantly, paying attention to the league in a way they might not have before. But here's the kicker. As the season progresses, it's becoming clearer and clearer that Clark isn't just the favorite for Rookie of the Year. She's becoming the face of the league. Her impact goes beyond stats. She's changing the way people perceive women's basketball, bringing in new fans, and raising the bar for what we expect from a rookie.